and welcome back to one kind of unexpected, I suppose, last video, which is just to kind of manage this part. I was going to leave it, but for completeness and thoroughness, we should have a look at this. One of the problems that we run into often is putting fasteners in holes that are sized the same. So 5/8 inch fastener instead of 5/8 inch hole tends to be not correct. It's too tight, the hole's too small sometimes. One thing we should be doing here at the very end is checking to make sure that we've got good clearance. So let's have a look. Inside of inspect, section analysis. Pick this face as the inspection. Just kind of go through, and we know it's 1 1/4 back, I believe. So minus 1.25. Should be in the middle-ish of the hole. Say okay. Now this doesn't do anything, it just adds an analysis folder up here. Now we can have a look at the hole. On this side, we can see 5/8 does have a little gap. This side, ooh, it's really close. Now, you don't need to do this for, well, maybe we should do this. We should fix this up. And we're going to go ahead here and see how we go. I'm going to go making a point about how assemblies work as well. I'm going to use adjustable clip as a sub-assembly or internally. Click the radio button here. What this does is activates this part only. You'll notice everything else goes out. Now, what I'm going to do here is isolate as well. If you right click on this, the fasteners are kind of getting in the way. Oh, down, further down. I can't see it. Further down off my screen is isolate. Doesn't help. So everything else goes or disappears entirely. To get it back, unisolate, which again is hidden, sorry. So isolate. We are now active in here. You'll notice the history is strange. It's only just that part where it was a body converted into a component. Anything we do now will be inside this component. We'll just keep an eye on how the history works here. I am going to make a point. There's more efficient ways to do this, and you should maybe explore these options. But essentially, we're going to use a hole tool here. There's two types. This is the big clue for other things. To make efficient holes, you're probably going to be using a sketch. For this guy, I'm going to use a single hole both. I'm going to use it twice. What I want to do is make sure these holes are correct. These are joints, so I'm just going to hide those joints. Where are they? Oh, there they are. So we can also turn off the analysis, by just toggling off the whole thing. Let's do this top one first. That doesn't work. So what we can do is click on the top first, move it into place, right? So you'll notice this little snap point appears. Snap it into the middle of the hole. Perfect. Now it's giving you an error. It's too small. What we want here is a 5/8, but we want not just a simple hole, but a clearance hole. This is very important. So we want to have a clearance hole for a fastener or threaded. Still not finding anything, but we're after 5, and we can, oh, hold on. Right, so that's what's going on here. So let's just pull this out the way here. So we don't want a size M, we want a unified, which is imperial. We want a socket head, that's the shape that we were using, that's our fastener. Size, 5/8. Now, all of a sudden we see what's going on here. It does everything for us. It's got this specific diameter. Then we can talk about normal. Notice, watch this diameter changing close. Normal, loose. Now, this is quite a It might be loose, might be normal. It's probably not close. So let's go for normal, which is our usual thing. And then we can see here the distance is probably just all. You can see how much is going to cut off. And let's say okay. So this one has a radius 0.3125. This now has 0.3281. Repeat that. Pick the top, snap, all, clearance, 5/8. Everything should, it often will remember. It might not always do it, but it should be okay. Notice this is unchangeable because it's controlled by the standard. Okay. 2 parts appear in this little mini history. Keep an eye on that. When we go back to the top level, if you hover, a little radio will appear at the top level. And where is everything? Right, we have to unisolate. Everything comes back. Turn on the analysis. Check our gaps now. Notice washer is right on it. Shocker. So the washer is nicely aligned. So kind of a clue about what we should be doing here. So the washer is good for a lot of things, including what's our clearance hole. So this is an improvement. We can see the model version. We've got nice gaps here. Quite easy access, all the rest of it. That's it for me on this video, and hopefully all of the videos. Let's leave a spot there so we can get a nice video shot. And over to you. Thanks for watching.